Okay, hello everyone. So welcome back to our distance learning program. And today, which is the Friday, and it is the end of the week. So the lesson will be a little bit short for all of you to enjoy your weekends. But before you enjoy your weekends, I would like you to pay attention to some of the skill that I am going to share with all of you in this video. So in this video, we will look at the lesson, which is the listening to the news too. And in the book, as you know, you will learn some of the listening practice. And along the way, there will be skill for you to improve your listening. So the unit that you are going to study in this video is the unit 5, which is studying in the US, and it is about where to live on page 24. So on the book, which is page 24, there is a note-taking activity, and I know that you already finished those activities already. So what you learn from those activities is the note-taking skill. All right, that is the reason that in this video today you are going to study the tip for the note-takings. So when you listen, the listening, there are a very long listenings, but in order to get the important informations, what you need to do is to take note, isn't it? So note-taking is very useful for you as a learner in order to get the important informations from the listening activities, and it also applies to the speaking activity as well. So what are you supposed to do when you take note with the listening activities? So the first important thing is do not write down every single word, because it is impossible for you to write down every single word when you are listening to the people who are speaking. They speak very fast, so make sure you write only here the main ideas and some of the example that is useful for you. So just write down the main idea and some of the examples. So here let's look at the example, and this is a script which is about the rating scale according to the quality of insurance. This is extracted from the IL listening. So in one sections, you are going to hear this phrase, which is the listening. When you see this, it is a little bit long, but what you need to do is to identify the main idea. So what is the main idea? So the main idea here, we are talking about the 3 rats regarding to the quality of insurance. So what are these 3 rats? When you listen, you need to find these. The first one is premium, the second one is standard, and the last one is economy. So when you take note, here is a sample note, what it look like. So you need to write down only the important point. Do not write down everything, okay? Just these 3 important points, because in this listening section, the important points are only this, okay? Good. So this is the first tip, is to not write down every single word. You need to write only the main idea and example. Okay, let's move on to the second tip. So the second tip is to use abbreviations. Is to use abbreviation. So abbreviation is a short form of the words, and you can use symbol in order to represent the word. Why you need to use abbreviations and symbol in your note taking when you are listening? Because it saves your time. When you spend, for example, 5 seconds writing down only one word, you miss a lot of information ahead. So just make sure you find the quick ways in order to take note, and those quick way is to use abbreviations and symbols. So let's look at the note here. As you can see, it doesn't make sense to you, isn't it? Because it only makes sense to the writer themselves. So they find the unique ways in order to shorten down the word. So let's see what is the full word here. So let's see ASS, ISS, and PC, and this symbol. So you can use this. For example, ISS it refers to issue. ISS is referred to issue, AS refer to advert, a PC which means popular culture, and the symbol is referred to the word ad. Okay. So this one is contempt film, which means contemporary film. So you need to come up with your own way of shorten down the word, which is abbreviations and symbol. And it doesn't make sense to everyone, but make sure you understand what it is. Okay, because the listening activity it is very vast, so you need to find a quick way to save your time. Good. Let's move on to the last tip. So the last tip, which is to leave some space. When you take note, don't think about tidiness, okay? Because your note supposed to put on the important information only. The matter of arrangements should come later after the listening is finished. But the most important thing here is to get more informations. So the problem is you don't need to write down in a very tidy or neatly way, but make sure you leave some space, okay, to add more informations. Because when you are listening, there may be more informations along the way. So when you take note, make sure you leave some of the space to write down those informations. So here is a sample one that I found on the internet, and this one is very helpful. They divided into the section. This is to get some idea. You can do this when you are asked to do some of the listening activity. Here we have the keywords. So keywords are the important idea or the main idea. So when they are talking about solid, you have the topic. It's one of the big topic they are talking about, liquid and gas, so on and so forth. So when you listen, you make sure you understand what the people in the listening are talking about, and then you get the main idea. So when you get the main idea, here is the note, which is the more information regarding to this topic. Okay. After you get all the key informations, you take note for each main idea. You need to summarize. So this is an optional, but in case in your listening activity there is a summary for you, you can insert any summaries for your note-taking skill. Okay. So I hope these three tips will improve your note-taking skill. And again, the three tips, they are: the first one, do not write down every single words, just get the main idea and the example. And the second one is to use abbreviations and symbol, because it saves you a lot of time. And last but not least, don't think about tidiness, don't think about ordering, but make sure you leave some space and get more information, and along the way you can add more ideas when you listen. Okay, so everyone, here is a sample note-taking, and I hope you may use this to help you with your listening activity, or if you come up with your own style of taking note, it's very good. Because sure, you are soon going to be a university student, and when you are studying at the university, there are a lot of informations for you to keep track of. Mostly in the classroom, you need to be able to take note the important information your teacher presents to you. So this note-taking skill not only help you with the listening activities, but at the same way, but at the same time it's very helpful for you to use when you are doing a university class, getting more information from the teacher. So everyone, here is come to the end of the lesson, and if you have any questions regarding to the note-taking skill, you want to ask more, how can you listen and get more information, how can you keep those informations, right, feel free to ask your teachers in our online study group, because the teacher are always there to help you, so feel free to ask everyone. So now it's come to the end of the lesson, so the last word from me, stay safe and keep on learning. So everyone, goodbye, see you again in the next one.